By far, wholesaling real estate is the easiest way to go from no money to a ton of money. Everyone knows that. And in virtual wholesaling, you can basically speed run your success and get in front of more sellers, do more deals, and make more money from just your house. So in today's video, I'll be sharing exactly how to make $100,000 virtually wholesaling real estate from your home, from anywhere in the country, doing your underwear. I might not even be wearing pants right now, so you can have a ton of success wholesaling real estate. Before I break it down, do me a favor, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. So outside my handsome looks and genuine aura that I currently have, my success in wholesaling real estate is primarily attributed to doing a lot of boring stuff for a period that most people couldn't even handle. And to be honest, my trajectory of making wholesaling real estate, if I look at an X and a Y axis, my income just kept going up and up and up and up and up and up since pretty much the age of 17 years old when I made $25,000 my first wholesaling deal to about 26 years old now, where I'm making over $1 million every single month, wholesaling real estate investing, flipping houses, creative finance, all that stuff. Now, how I went from making $100K from 18 years old, my first year in wholesaling, to making over $1 million a month, over 12 mil a year, can just be attributed to just not giving up. You see, I've almost put in about 10 years into wholesaling real estate, and I pretty much speed run my success. Now, the main focus you want to focus on right now is just going from zero, not making any money, to going out here making your first $100,000. And to be honest, that first year in wholesaling, I had a lot going against me, right? I was in high school, I had a full-time job, I had pretty much no game, I had no riz with sellers, and I made so many mistakes, right? All I was doing, I was going outside my high school wrestling tournaments. I put those little "We Buy Ugly Houses" signs with the Google Voice phone number, and that's literally all I did to go out here and get deals. And eventually, after making all those mistakes, I made $100,000. Now, going back, what I would do is obviously I'd still be in high school, right? So I couldn't really change that, but I would primarily probably do virtual wholesaling. You see, I did really good in my own market, but if I just went virtual, I started cold calling. That would have been really cool. Just throw myself on a dialer and got more government data, I would have been killing it. Now, there's no X leads with free unlimited skip tracing and stuff like that back in the day. So I'd have to do things a little differently. And what my advice for 2017 Zach versus 2026 Zach is completely different. And that's what I'm going to do this video about. But the fundamentals are pretty much there. I would have gone virtual. I would have done multiple markets. I would have started dominating a lot more, but I ultimately would have changed my strategy. You see, my trajectory from 18 to really going up and up and up and making more money ultimately came from me changing my strategy, doing more marketing, doing more volume, and making more per deal, right? And I just kept doing the boring stuff. I just polished and made my success just way more efficient in the wholesaling space. We don't need to get into how I scaled and everything like that. That's not what today's video is all about. But the actual steps you can take from this is, if you're virtually wholesaling real estate, you're going to have this tendency to go out here and try to do like 10 markets and be the jack of all trades and dominate everything. I'd probably tell you not to do that. If you can do 2, maybe 3 markets at most, and just stick to markets that are what I call, basically called secondary markets. And this is the thing in wholesaling real estate nobody tells you. Oh, bro, you got to go to Dallas, Phoenix, Houston, and just go with the big boys and be a big baller. And that's just not my best advice for you. I mean, to be honest, my best advice for you starting out right here is to go after what I call secondary markets. And so if you go out here and get a map of the United States of America, right, you're going to see primary markets, and then you're going to see what I call secondary markets. So I would consider Birmingham, Alabama as a primary market in the state of Alabama. I'd say Birmingham and Mobile, Alabama. So we got Birmingham, Mobile is going to be down here, Montgomery also, but a secondary market is going to be something like Huntsville and Madison County, right? This is a actual pretty decently sized area. If I look it up, Madison County, Alabama is between 397 and 412,000 people with massive 20% population growth. This is a very, very underutilized virtual wholesaling market. If you pull government lists and just blast deals out here, you're going to be making a ton of money. And that's just Alabama. Let's go out here. I would consider Hattiesburg, Mississippi, one of those secondary markets too. And going back out here, Destin, Panama City is really good, but let's go look at Atlanta, right? Atlanta is the epitome, the poster child of like, that is a primary market. Now, what you need to do is go outside of Atlanta, usually 45 minutes to an hour. And because Atlanta has terrible traffic, you're not going to see much. And again, these are mostly like case by case basis, but like Fayetteville and Peachtree City are actually really nice areas. And these are not areas that I recommend as secondary markets. A little better investor activity. I'd probably go north. Duluth, Lawrenceville, Marietta, Kennesaw are going to be way better areas. And that's what I consider a secondary market. Even Gainesville, Springfield, Georgia. Now, going back out here and looking at another example would be Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville is a primary market in the state of Tennessee, but nobody talks about is there's a pretty nice market outside of Nashville, about an hour and a half drive, that is a ton of wholesaling investor activity. That's just very secret. That's gonna be Clarksville, Tennessee. Clarksville, Tennessee is right by Fort Campbell, which is a massive military base. Nobody really knows this, but it's an amazing wholesaling market. And it's a great secondary market. Over 100, maybe 300,000 people in this county. Nobody talks about it, right on that Kentucky border, but it is an amazing secondary market, right? This is the secret in virtual wholesaling. Your mom, your auntie, your real estate wholesaling coach does not want to tell you. But this is an amazing market to be going after. So if you go back out here, I mean, I can go all day on this. I'm going to give you some other big secret markets right here. If we go out here to Missouri, everyone and their mom, St. Louis, Columbia, Kansas City, but a cool little secondary market that I always recommend to people is going to be right down here called Springfield, Missouri. Now, probably 500 people are going to watch this video, and maybe 30, and they're kicking and screaming. They're taking their phone, they're taking their computers, they're smashing against the wall, they're screaming, "Screw you, Zach. I hope the Dolphins never win another football game. I hope Tua is the starting quarterback forever. And I hope you never make another YouTube video, because you are exposing my best, if not best, secret market for virtual wholesaling." And at this point, guys, I'm an open book. I know the entire wholesaling industry from the ins, the outs, the up, the front, the north, the south, the east, the west. And I can tell you one of my favorite markets still to this day that nobody goes after is Springfield, Missouri. Now, before you go internet warriors commenting, "Oh my gosh, why are you exposing this? This was my market. I was the first guy." Bro, I've been virtually wholesaling in Springfield, Missouri for like 8 years. Okay. I'm an OG in the Springfield, Missouri space, but it's an amazing market. And a reason why I'm exposing this market is Springfield is from The Simpsons. And one of my other favorite secondary markets that you're probably not thinking about, I'm trying not to expose every amazing little market because I got some honey holes that I still to this day am not going to talk about. And if you comment below, I might delete the comment because this is like a treasure map. There are some good markets that I'm not talking about, but Springfield, Missouri is one of them. But one of my other favorite markets, which is a great secondary market, we go out here to Ohio. Everybody goes to Columbus, right? Everyone loves Columbus. Well, Columbus, I would say, is a primary market. Sometimes a secondary, but it's a primary market. Now, an awesome secondary market is going to be Springfield, Ohio. You got to go all the way west out here, and you're going to be in Springfield, Ohio. And this, by far, is an amazing wholesaling market. I think it's a really good one and very, very underutilized. I mean, I can go all day on this, right? You can go out here. I can go out here to Oklahoma. Everyone goes after Oklahoma City, which is honestly a really good market, sometimes in a secondary market. But I would argue a secondary market, which is also kind of big, is Tulsa. I think Tulsa, Oklahoma is a great market. I recommend everyone go there and just saturate the snot out of this thing. It's a great market. But I actually like Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's actually a really good little secondary market. It seems massive, but it's not as big as you think. And there's a ton of investor activity there. I absolutely love Oklahoma City. Tulsa's actually starting to pick up a lot for me. Seen a lot of people like it. On top of that too, like a secondary market, I just go all day on this thing. Texarkana. Nobody ever talks about Texarkana. It's a big market. A lot of wholesalers there. Amazing place. Good wholesaling area. Shreveport, Louisiana gumbo accent. Probably not going to wholesale well there, but it's a great, if you're in Louisiana, I would definitely recommend it. I mean, I can go all day about these markets and my favorite ones. Houston's awesome, but Beaumont's even a better secondary market. Lake Charles is actually pretty decent too. There's just so many great wholesaling markets, right? I mean, the last one I'm going to expose, and I don't want to expose everything, is Charlotte is awesome, but Gastonia is way better. Like, I'm just telling everyone, Gastonia, way better market. And you kind of get the point. Like, I'm giving you the hints of where to go out here and find the clues to the treasure map to find the best wholesaling areas. But Gastonia is going to be by far an amazing place. That is where I recommend secondary markets too. So the whole point is, if you're getting in virtual wholesaling, secondary markets are going to be the key here. And I'd say you pick 2 to 3. I don't really care where. And so your step 1 for virtual wholesaling, you're going to go out here and pick your market. Number 2, go out here, get some phone numbers. I don't really care where you get your numbers. If you're doing this on the cheap Google Voice, but for most people, you just go to xleads.com. You can go buy a bunch of phone numbers in the area codes. It's pretty important you do, if you're doing some calling or texting, you get phone numbers that have the same area code. It's pretty simple to do. Just go to xleads.com, go to settings, go to phone system, press add a number, add a phone number there. And if you're going to do like the 313 area code, I would go to match the first part, 313 313 right here, 313 area code. Press apply here. And right there, we have the 313 area code right here for Detroit. You click one of them, you buy it, boom, get it done. So you pick the market, you get the phone number, you're pretty much in shop, ready to get business going. I'd go out here and pull a bunch of government data. I'd pull some AI lists that X leads have, the SkyDrive, everything like that. And I would hit them with a triple tap. So I hit all the leads with a call, a text, and then number 3, probably an email. Now we have our whole entire email blasting system inside of freewholesaling.com, where I'll teach you how to email blast absolutely for free. All you gotta do is connect your Gmail to a Google Sheet. You connect the spreadsheet to the Gmail account. You can blast out emails. I also show my calling scripts, my texting scripts. They're all inside of freewholesaling.com. And if you can go out here and find secondary markets, 1, 2, 3, I'd probably prefer 2 to 3, get a phone number, start pulling some government data, AI lists with X leads, call, text, and email, you're gonna have a ton of success. But this is the answer. This is how you're gonna make 100 grand this year in 2026, virtually wholesaling real estate. The true answer has always been picking the markets that your competition's not doing, going after the lists that nobody else is doing, the government lists and the AI lists, not being an amateur and just using a phone number that is out of state, and just start doing the boring work every single day. That is the key to your success. Guys, if you got any value from this video, do me a favor, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. This is Zach Ginn signing out. Have a blessed one.